people have been flocking to YouTube over the past week to have something to do. And we've gotten as much new content as we can up in that time. We're trying to add stuff as quickly as possible. They are a little slow now. I guess even the YouTube people, those young, healthy, techie people, it's slowing their process down a bit. We're getting all that stuff up. If you haven't subscribed to official Jim Cornette, don't get left out. We're almost at 100,000, and I understand we get a cake. Is that correct? Do we get a cake if we get 100,000 subscribers?
No, we get an award.
I want a cake.
Well, we could work on something with a cake, yeah.
Okay. And also the Patreon. Well,
what kind of cake? Ice cream cake?
No, a fucking cake.
You don't like ice cream cake?
Well, if I'm sitting right in front of it, but they don't travel well. Once you have them out of the freezer and then they start melting, you put it back in the freezer, then it's kind of melty but frozen, and it's blah blah.
Have you ever had a Carvel ice cream cake
home?
Have you ever had a Carvel ice cream cake?
Yes.
With the chocolate crunchies in the middle?
I don't like crunchies.
What?
I don't like my ice cream to crunch.
No, the ice cream itself doesn't crunch. There are crunchies.
No, anything on my ice cream. I don't want crunchiness with ice cream. Ice cream needs whipped cream. Ice cream sometimes needs chocolate syrup or strawberry topping, hot fudge, marshmallows. None of that crunches, Brian. You put the little marshmallows on top of your ice cream and then hit it with the fucking whipped cream. And if it's vanilla ice cream, you hit it with the fucking Hershey syrup or the chocolate hot fudge. What the fuck's
Do you like
matter
cookies
with
and cream?
I like cookies. I'm not a big cream fan.
You know, cookies and cream ice cream, which are basically Oreos in the ice cream? You don't like that?
Oh, no. The cookies. Now there is a cookies and cream white chocolate candy bar that's very interesting. But no, I don't want crunchiness in my ice cream. I'll eat a cookie and I'll take a bite of ice cream, but I don't want the.
This is the one most ridiculous thing you're not going to win.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to win this one.
There is one. Now there is one exception. The strawberry cheesecake ice cream that has some graham cracker crust bits in it. I'll go for that because that's not really crunchy as much as it just has some. It has some weight to it, and then it kind of powderizes in your mouth with all kinds of psychedelic flavor.
So you don't like ice cream cones?
Oh, from the time I was handed my first ice cream cone when I was a kid, I'll eat the ice cream all the way down flat, and then I'll take my tongue and I'll turn it around and eat the ice cream out of it, but I never eat the fucking cone.
Oh my God, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
You got your fucking hand around the cone. It's fucking, the cone
so
is
what
is the plate, or it's the cup. It's what's holding the goddamn the substance that you're eating. You don't want to eat what you've had your fucking, especially when you're a kid running around in the goddamn woods and you're out in the park when you're a fucking child, sweaty and greasy and in the summertime. And
were you thinking about this as a kid?
Dog shit on your hands.
Were you thinking about this? Dog shit?
Well, of course. If you got dog shit on your hands, you've been playing in the yard and suddenly you got your hand around the ice cream cone. No, I never ate the ice cream cone. That seems unclean.
Hold on. When you were coming out of the woods, when you were a kid, let's say your mom said, "Oh, let's go get some ice cream, Jimmy."
Yeah.
You said, "You know what? I don't want to touch that thing. I just need to be disinfected first."
No, I never said anything like that. I just took the cone I was handed, ate the ice cream out of the cone, and threw the cone away.
Oh, this is the most crazy thing you've ever said.
I was a particular child. But no, I never ate the cone. I didn't. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I remember it being a few years after I was eating ice cream cones as a child before somebody pointed out to me that the cone was indeed edible if you wanted to do such a thing. It never occurred to me to eat the fucking thing that the food came in. It's like eating a fucking styrofoam package. And so at least for the first couple of years, however old I was, when I became cognizant as a child of eating ice cream cones, for a sometime afterwards, I did not know the cone was supposed to be eaten.
Now, hold on. What about sprinkles?
I was never doing it.
What about sprinkles?
We didn't have sprinkles when I was a fucking kid. Nobody ever offered me sprinkles. Said, here's your fucking ice cream in a goddamn cone. and they might wrap a napkin around the cone if it was a fucking high-class joint that you were in. Otherwise, it was ice cream stuffed in a fucking cone. And I actually liked cups of ice cream better because you get more ice cream in a fucking cup. You get jacked off if you get ice cream in a cone. after 2 fucking scoops, nobody can keep ice cream on a goddamn cone. So there you have it.
There you have it.
But anyway, what I was trying to say a minute ago was with this Patreon deal that we're doing, and so many of you have signed up, and it's only $5 a month. We're putting not only the experience and drive-through episodes in their entirety up on, and these are the old drive-thrus that nobody's heard back when it was an MLW VIP thing. And my God, you could be on a federal witness protection program and do a MLW VIP podcast in those days, and you'd still been fine. So you haven't heard those, but also we're talking about new content and some stuff that I have, audio I have in the archives that might go up, and a different variety of stuff. And we're going to be trying today a new thing that we've done. We haven't done it on this show. We did it on your show, the 605, the Superpodcast, the mothership, a number of times years ago, and everybody got a tickle over it, where we would look at famous, stupid videos like this guy falling on his head and killing himself, or this rotten match this goof had, or whatever the case. And we would make fun of them, and people like that. Well, now we're actually going to apply this concept, because after tonight, folk, we're going to monitor the television programs as they exist, but I can't watch any more empty arena wrestling from the WWE. I don't know whether All Elite can do it twice in a row, but boy, they tickled me this past week. We'll get to that. But anyway, we're going to be watching not only classic matches that are available either on the network or on YouTube or whatever, but also more recent stuff like big events, and we're going to be reviewing them. And in some cases, we're going to do the thing where we sync up the video. You're watching along with you. We're going to sync up the video and talk about the match where you can follow it along at home. I'm even breaking down for this Patreon project to give you guys your money's worth. I'm breaking down and not only getting the WWE Network this weekend, but actually attempting to learn how to get on it and put it on my TV. And Stacey's going to be involved in this, and so are you, great Brian Last. But that way I'll be able to I've actually got all this stuff on tape, but I figured out it would probably be quicker for me to find it this way.
Plus, this is a way we get you to watch some of the things that a lot of the listeners always say they want to hear you watch, like the FCW documentary that just came out.
Yes, I don't have that on tape. I got the classic stuff on tape, but I don't have that stuff. So now it'll all be there, and we will watch all this stuff and be shocked and amazed together. So we're going to try this today. But I'll give you a tease with the first ever 5-star match. It's going to be our main event today on the program, and we have not done this, you and I, on this program, and we haven't done it a couple years on your program. So we're going to make sure that we can do this. And then that will, starting in April, with a lot of this other content, some other things that we're going to be doing. And they can just go to Patreon and type me in, right?
Patreon.com/Cornette.